The materials screen is where you enter the characteristics or materials used as ingredients in your recipes. Here you can add, edit, and delete materials. On top of the screen you can find materials to quickly navigate to the selected material using the list. Find materials light by entering text to filter the materials that match text in the material name. Click Find But to search materials for fine text. Show All will remove any filters. Use New to navigate to a new record on the material datasheet. Flag Unused Materials will tick the unused flag for materials not used by any recipe. Set all prices to 0 will set net tax and gross to 0. Convert material names to sentence case can edit material names, custom names, and recipe names to a common format. Convert imperial to metric values for selected material. If entering imperial weights, use this option to get the metric equivalent. The datasheet has a row for each material. You can move and resize columns to meet your requirements. Right-click the datasheet to access pop-up menu for additional functionality. Column titles with an asterisk have functionality that can be accessed by double-click. Material name is a descriptive term that will appear on recipes and various reports. Unit size is the measure size of material purchased from a supplier. Measure is selected from the list of each kilogram, liter, or meter. Net, tax, and gross. If you use a tax rate percentage via the admin screen, tax will be applied to the net to calculate the gross value. You can enter cost in net and gross. Tax is read only. Recipe cost calculations use the material's gross figure for ingredient value and volume. Unit price per measure calculations are gross divided by unit size. Example 1. You purchased 10 kilograms of coffee beans for $250. Unit size equals 10. Measure equals kilogram. Net with tax 0 equals $250. The automatically calculated unit price equals 250 divided by 10 equals $25 per kilogram. Example 2. You purchased 24 eggs for $3.60. Unit size equals 24. Measure equals each. Net with tax 0 equals $3.60. The automatically calculated unit price equals $3.60 divided by 24 equals 15 cents each. In this example, when you add 2 eggs to a recipe, a cost of 30 cents is added to the recipe. Note: using a measure of each requires a notional weight for the ingredients weight to be included in the recipe total weight. Nutrient panel calculations display values per 100 grams of the total weight. Therefore, if egg has a notional weight of 65 grams, a recipe using 2 eggs will have 130 grams added to the total weight. Use zero tax to flag individual items as having 0% tax applied to them. The gross amount is applied to the net and tax will equal 0. Price date shows when the material quantity and cost values were last edited. Use category to group materials for sorting, filtering, and reporting. Recipe displays any linked recipe. Double-click to go to recipe screen. Double-click suppliers to open the pop-up suppliers screen to add, edit, delete for the material. You can have multiple suppliers for the material. Preferred suppliers are automatically used by purchase orders. Custom name appears on nutrient labels. You can format bold, italic, and underline text. Custom name less 5% applies if ingredient comprises less than 5% of the total. It only needs to be labeled. Use the exclude flag for materials that have no nutritional value and therefore can be excluded from nutrient calculations, such as baking paper, string, cake box. Non-stock flag excludes material from inventory reports. Nutrient ID is a map for the material to nutrient information and used in calculating panels. The origin flags materials for inclusion in country of origin calculations. Origin percent is the percentage of the material that meets the country of origin criteria. Stock areas is used for grouping purposes on inventory reports. Double-click to open the stock areas pop-up screen to add, edit, or delete material details. A material may be stored in more than one area. Use waste percentage to adjust for any weight change caused by the cooking process to more accurately reflect cost of ingredient in recipe. The unused column is updated by the flag unused materials button and is read only. You can sort, filter, and manually delete unused materials. Tick 0 weight if material is not included in recipe total weight calculations, such as baking paper, string. You can add any notes for the material.